tell us about your process first.
Okay, our process. So when a client comes to us, GinaSimsDesigns.com, they would fill out a questionnaire and tell us a little about their project, what they're thinking about. I just want to know a little bit who are you and what are you wanting out of this process. Then I send them our design process and budget planning guide and our e-design product. So we have full service design, we have e-design, which is great for clients who don't have as big a budget and who want to be more hands-on. Like they can do the work, they just kind of need a push in the right direction. We also, that's like an online plan that we give you and say, here, buy these things and then put them in your room and this is how, and they're good. Other people want the full shebang, which is great because I can have my hands and we can have our team of 5. Can I mention their names real quick?
Oh yeah, of course. Okay.
Abby Ritchie is our newest designer. Jenny Achotnicki is our senior designer. Meredith Williams is our project manager. And then our newest hire is Nicole Whitehurst, and she does mostly our e-designs, but we kind of have her do other stuff too because she's good. So that's my team and they're amazing. So that's that. They're
girl
great.
Power.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. We have some handymen too that we also allow who are very good and we love them dearly and they're really part of the team.
But you know, they basically lift heavy things. That's what I'm good at.
That's it.
Yeah, and I can hang stuff on walls. Yeah. So actually, when that kind of process, when that happens at my house, I've literally said, okay, where do you want to put it? And wife, mother-in-law, sister-in-law out, come back when it's done. Because
you don't want them telling you all the things.
Because it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not level yet. And
no, I'm like, can you move it a 1/4 inch to the left? Okay, up a 1/2 inch, back down to where it was. 1/2 inch again, 1/4 inch back. Great.
Yeah.
Like
I get the
very,
I get the placement right, and then the working on it is I need to be uninterrupted.
That's fine. It's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
You need
All
some
right.
time.
So through that process, you like to take some items that are special to your clients.
You asked me just to grab some things from my house.
I did as well. Yes.
And from your house, which is awesome. And so I kind of thought, okay, what does this say about the person, potentially? And what would I do with these items?
Yes.
That's what you were asking, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I just grabbed it.
Or how it would influence your design.
Okay. So let's see. Where do you want me to start?
Start with the camera.
Okay, camera. So here's a little vintage camera. I don't know where I'm looking. Where am I looking?
There's cameras everywhere. Yeah.
Okay. This is an old camera. So what I would say to this is, okay, where did this come from? This person's probably has some nostalgia because it's vintage. So I might put it's great on top of a stack of books. Do you have any more? Can we make a small collection? I love a small collection of stuff. Put it on a stack of books, put it on.
Well, how many in a small collection? Are we talking like 3 to 5?
Yes.
Okay. Not like 500.
No, I was thinking about this on the way over because I don't deal with a ton of giant collections. They're not my favorite. If a client has them, I prefer if they're like either cool or weird. Those are my favorite things. So then we can kind of dig into it.
Because that translates to interesting.
Right. So then I would do like a whole wall.
Yes,
and I would build something to
thinking.
highlight them. Like, yes, that's cool.
Yeah.
So if we had 100 cameras, that's definitely a cool installation. We're doing that. But if I have just a couple of them, I'm like, okay, well, you probably have other vintage pieces, so let's get some more vintage items. And if you don't have any more, let me go and get some for you to style it correctly, so it looks like it flows and there's like, it's not all vintage, but there's a smattering kind of mixed in.
Yes.
Okay, this is a Kokeshi doll. It's a little Japanese, amazing little doll.
Kokeshi.
I had a client who had a bunch of these in a collection, and I fell in love with them. Aren't they cute?
That is really cute.
So I bought one for me.
I thought it was one of those games where it had like the top attached to it, and you had to like catch it. Catch the ball on the peg
with the head.
Literally what I thought it was.
Yeah, no, but it's kind of like a Japanese bobblehead.
Yeah. Do they put it on the dash of their cars?
A little putty underneath.
Yeah.
But I just think they're pretty. I love this would be a collection that I would add more to. If this person had one of these, I would get 6 more, and I would like bunch them together and put them on the mantle because that's really cool.
That's like a, Japanese Asian design concept,
right?
But it could also work with like a Scandinavian design because you got the wood, you got the colors,
right.
Yeah.
You're not limited to anything there. This is this is a child's monster pottery, like you have.
I love it.
I love these.
It's so unique.
I know. I have a collection of about 5 of these that my kids have made, and my husband made one.
Nice.
And I love them. I don't really have anything else out that my kids have done, but I love my little monsters. Okay, so what I would do is like, okay, there's a child that lives here probably.
Yeah.
And I don't think this is limited. I would never put this in a child's space because I think it's so fun and funky, and it says so much about the character of the family and their story that I would definitely put this someplace where you can see it.
It looks good with your nail polish.
Thank you. Certainly planned. And so I would make sure that it was someplace cool and probably had some friends to go with it.
Awesome. And yeah, that's like something that you would put in like a more sophisticated space so that it would really stand out.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, books.
Books.
Always books.
Yes.
If you don't, I love books. I read them every day.
I'm a fan of reading. Words
I
are
like
my friends.
And stories.
And sentences put into paragraphs and chapters.
Maybe with a table of contents.
Yes.
So,
and an appendix.
love a good glossary. So I do stacks of books like this. I do stacks of books like this. Just tells, if you don't, it tells a story. That's what I was going to say. But that was a little bit obvious.
Books tell a story.
I'll take it back.
And they're also functional.
You have to have books.
Because if you want to elevate something, a book is a great way to do that.
And some clients do not have any books. Like they either don't read, which is fine, no judgment. Or
I will judge.
I will too. Let's be honest. Or they have e-readers and they just read on their Kindles, and that's what they do, and that's fine, 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna buy you some books because you need some books in your house. So
to
we buy
make it
books all
look
the time.
Like you read.
Yeah.
My nephew, when he was like 14, I wanted to get him to read because that's about when I started getting into reading. I bought him my first book that I read, like novel, like 300 pages that I read all the way through when I was that age. Mm-hmm. And I put like money at different points throughout the book. And I said, okay, when you read up to this point, you get to take this money. He just took all the money out. So I keep telling him he owes me.
Oh, he 100% owes me. You. That's such a great idea.
Yeah, I was like, you either need to read the book or give me my money back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe you just don't tell them that there's money in it, so it just sits there, like $30 sits there for years, and then you're like,
yeah,
I'm gonna sneak in and take my money back.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna have to get a bigger book then. It was, paperback and
sure.
It's kind of stuck out a little.
Oh.
Yeah.
You have to get a big book.